right here is a Dell UltraSharp 27-inch monitor that I just purchased as a new addition to my desk. So today we're going to unbox it and take a look and see all that's in store. Alright, I'm going to cut this open here. So one of my issues with my monitors right now is they're both cheap used monitors that I got just to make do. But this is going to change everything, hopefully for the better. Being able to get more accurate colors, as it says right here, right off the bat, with a this is a U2719D model, and here's its color calibration factory report, which is pretty neat. We could take a look at that later. So up front here, we of course have the stand, which uses Dell's proprietary locking. So it uses a clips here to lock into the back of the monitor. Not a huge fan of this monitor stand idea, but that's okay because I have my own, and this monitor has a VESA mount attachment on the back of it, so I can of course connect it to my own monitor stand. Although I do like that. That is very nice swivel. Yes, okay, so that's part one of the stand. Part two of the stand is of course the base. So this looks like it snaps in like so. And then there's a screw underneath which has a little pull tab here. You get a hold of it, there it goes. So you don't actually even need a screwdriver to screw this in, which is very nice. Cool. And there's a stand, all put together. Gonna put this to the side for now and see what else is in here. We got some directions, it looks like, on how to put everything together. We'll talk about that later. Warranty, safety, and regulatory information. Don't need that right now. Next big thing I'm seeing, cables. Cables are always fun. So we got a power cable. This is like your standard computer power cable. Nothing big here. Put that to the side for now. Go to the next big piece, display. This comes with a display port cable, which you see on more higher end graphics cards and higher end computers. For your average computer, you're going to most likely see more HDMI, like what you see on your TV, for instance. And up next, we have a USB cable. So this is a USB Type B 3.0. That's a lot to take in. But yes, you can tell because it's blue and it has that extra lip compared to the standard USB Type B. You would traditionally see something like this more on printers and stuff like that. But here it is in the monitor, and here's the other end that plugs into the back of your computer. This is used so you can connect the monitor to your computer and get access to the two USB-A ports that are on the back or on the side of the monitor. Okay, if I take all this cardboard up, nothing else left in there, and we get to the important part, the monitor. One of the reasons I went with this monitor is because of how thin it is. I'm not a fan of giant bezel computer monitors and all that, especially not like what I have with me now. So that's one of the nice things too. It opens up a future possibility for getting another one of these. So with the small bezels, it looks better if you do a dual monitor setup. So it bridges a gap between the two monitors. Okay, so we're going to put the box down on the floor and bring the stand up. Okay, twist it around, and we're going to snap the monitor into place like so. That's one thing, I may not like the stand, but I really like how simple it is to snap on. So let's take a look at the swivel. Oh, look at that. That's smooth. That's not like, there's not much resistance there. Very nice. Now you can also go down, up, which is neat, so it's easily adjustable. Ah, look at that. Oh, that's no fun. It does touch the bottom down here some when you turn it or rotate it. But it rotates. Okay, so it does rotate. How far does it rotate? Nope, just 90. 90 on either side, let's find out. There's a solution if you hold it out more. 90 on both sides. That's not bad. That is not bad at all. All right, swivel, rotate, shift up and down. It's very nice, actually. Very much enjoy that. Let's go set it up on my desk now and see how it looks on my monitor stand. Alright, so here's the desk where this monitor is going to go. It's actually going to take the place of this kind of off-brand monitor. Kind of has a dead green pixel up here in the corner, whatever. So it's going to take the place of this monitor, and then I'm going to actually keep this HP monitor and use it as my secondary display for smaller tasks and stuff like that. So by the end, I'll end up with 3 screens on my desk, being the HP, the new Dell, and my 13-inch MacBook Pro. So let's set it up. Alright, so now that the monitor is all set up and ready to go, let's talk some specs. So this is a 27-inch Dell UltraSharp monitor, model number U2719D. It has a resolution of 2560 by 1440 at 60 Hz. The fast response time of 8 milliseconds is set by default, or you can decrease it down to 5 milliseconds through the monitor's controls. It's an LED backlit monitor, so it can get pretty bright, but not as dark, so there will still be some gray haze in darker areas. It supports 16 million colors and is 99.9% of the sRGB color scale and is factory color calibrated. So let's put that into simpler terms. The QHD resolution is a nice little spot between Full HD and Full 4K. With this monitor, look at getting super vibrant, high quality images. It has super small bezels along all 4 edges, which I love, and it's super thin, so you don't have to worry about it towering over your desk. The bundled monitor stand is simple to put together, no tools necessary. It can pivot clockwise and counterclockwise 90 degrees, swivel 40 degrees in both directions, tilt up and down, and is even height adjustable. However, if you don't like the stand that's included, you can always pick out your own 100 by 100 VESA stand or wall mount. Just keep in mind that the mounting holes are housed in the cavity covered by the included monitor stand. Next, let's look at some of the ports on the back. You have a standard power connector that you find on most monitors and computers. Then, there's the HDMI port, which is most likely the port you will use since it's found on most modern displays and TVs along with most PCs. Then, you have 2 DisplayPort connections. DisplayPort is HDMI's competitor in the PC market and is a higher-end cable standard. The first DisplayPort connection is an input, so you plug your computer into this port. The next DisplayPort connection is for output, or daisy chaining to another monitor. This means you can plug your computer into one monitor, then plug the monitor into another for effectively 3 monitors. However, your computer does need to support MST for this to work. DisplayPort and HDMI both carry audio in addition to video. When you connect your monitor to your computer through one of these ports, your monitor will become your computer's speaker. Since the monitor doesn't have speakers built in, you can use a 3.5mm headphone jack to plug in your own pair of speakers, or you can get one of Dell's soundbars. You also have the option to change your audio output speakers in your computer's settings. Up next, we get to the USB ports. The first of which is a USB Type-B version 3.0, of which one side goes into the back of the monitor while the other ends up in your computer. This one cable connects the other 4 USB Type-A version 3.0 ports to your computer. You can find 2 in the back and another 2 along the left side. You will notice that one of the USB ports on this side of the monitor has a battery indicator next to the USB symbol because you can use this port to charge another device like your iPhone. My final thoughts on this monitor? It's overkill for most people. If you come to me and ask me to recommend a monitor to you, I'm going to say, look at something in the $100 price range with Full HD. Lots of lower end PCs may even struggle to output the full potential of this monitor. And for most people, the color accuracy doesn't really matter. The USB dock built into the screen is a cool addition, but is it necessary if you can get a monitor at a lower cost without all that? However, for creatives or people with the more powerful computers and a budget for a $300 monitor, go for it. You have nothing to lose. Thanks for watching. If you've enjoyed this video, please be sure to like and subscribe. And if you're leaving with more questions and answers, put those in the comments below. You can find a link to this monitor down below if you want to check that out too. This is not a sponsored video. This is just something that, as you can see, my desk really needed. Check out our website, appleguideweb.com, and follow us on social media at appleguideweb on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Anyways, thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.